Today, my name is Hillary. If you are new to my Periscope channel, thank you for joining. Hi everyone watching the playback. Hello! Today is the cleanest night of the week, you guys. If you are new to my Periscope channel, we do it up right here on Thursdays. We have a blast. We kick nasty chemicals to the curb. They have got to go. They cannot stay here. We are not working on our fitness. We are not working on our health and using our oils to ingest nasty things and have nasty things in our homes. So thank you for joining me today. Hi guys. Hi hon. Oh, thank you so much. No, not lighter. Oh, it looks probably lighter when it's straighter, you know, like when the curls are loose versus really tight curls. So, hi Alex. Yes, we're kicking those nasty chemicals to the curb. They cannot stay. And so you can tap the screen as many times as you want to show me love and give me a heart and let me know that you are enjoying this, that you find it informative, and you can swipe to the right or swipe up if you would like to share this with any of your followers on social media. That would be awesome. I would love to share this message with all of your friends too and connect with them. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me if you're watching the playback and you missed anything. It'll be available for 24 hours, or you can shoot me a message on my Instagram at Hillary LaMay, or you can send me a friend request or a message on Facebook. I would love to connect. And if you are into oils already, I have a public essential oil learning group that I would love to add you into. It's a great place for learning and idea sharing. So definitely let's connect on Facebook too. And you can always send me an email. My email address is on my Periscope profile page as well. And yeah, so we just like to have a great time. And hi guys, thanks for joining. So today we are kicking the nasty Jello pudding cups to the curb because we are analyzing all the things that we're eating, that we're putting on our bodies, that we're bringing into our homes, and we don't want these nasty chemicals inside these little pudding cups for our kids. We are not using all of our oils on them to keep their immunity strong, to pump them full of chemicals and these nasty things that are sitting on the shelf for months and months. What is in there? Well, it's nasty, and there's really nasty chemicals. So tonight we're going to talk about why they're gross. We're going to talk about how we can make our own using essential oils and some really cool ingredients that you might not be familiar with. So I'm going to teach you a little something. And we're going to do the first one we'll do is a chocolate pudding with raspberries, almonds, and wild orange. And then the next pudding we're going to do is vanilla with pistachio, cardamom, and lavender. So this is going to just kind of give you the basic recipe for doing a chocolate and a basic recipe for doing vanilla. And this is just my LaMayzing Hillsy spin on it. So feel free to just, use the recipe and cater it to your liking. But all of the ingredients, the base ingredients will stay the same, and you'll see the pieces of flair that I add to it. But you can just be thinking of that as you're watching the demo, and I hope that you will enjoy it. And if you do make any of my recipes, tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I love seeing what you're making. It is so inspiring for me and my team, and jumping on Periscope is such a joy for me because I get to share these videos with my team, but also share with all of you and connect with other oilers who are as excited as I am about oils. So if you don't have a supportive upline, don't feel like that's the end all. It's not, I promise. You can create this energy and influence for your network of friends on your own. You don't need other people to do that for you. This is all about you. So read your Hi guys, happy Thursday! Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Hillary. If you are new to my Periscope channel, thank you for joining. Hi everyone watching the playback. Hello! Today is the cleanest night of the week, you guys. If you are new to my Periscope channel, we do it up right here on Thursdays. We have a blast. We kick nasty chemicals to the curb. They have got to go. They cannot stay here. We are not working on our fitness. We are not working on our health and using our oils to ingest nasty things and have nasty things in our homes. So thank you for joining me today. Hi guys. Hi hon. Oh, thank you so much. No, not lighter. Oh, it looks probably lighter when it's straighter, like when the curls are loose versus really tight curls. So hi Alex. Yes, we're kicking those nasty chemicals to the curb. They cannot stay. And so you can tap the screen as many times as you want to show me love and give me a heart and let me know that you are enjoying this, that you find it informative, and you can swipe to the right or swipe up if you would like to share this with any of your followers on social media. That would be awesome. I would love to share this message with all of your friends too and connect with them. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me if you're watching the playback and you missed anything. It'll be available for 24 hours, or you can shoot me a message on my Instagram at Hillary LaMay, or you can send me a friend request or a message on Facebook. I would love to connect. And if you are into oils already, I have a public essential oil learning group that I would love to add you into. It's a great place for learning and idea sharing. So definitely let's connect on Facebook too. And you can always send me an email. My email address is on my Periscope profile page as well. And yeah, so we just like to have a great time. And hi guys, thanks for joining. So today we are kicking the nasty Jello pudding cups to the curb because we are analyzing all the things that we're eating, that we're putting on our bodies, that we're bringing into our homes, and we don't want these nasty chemicals inside these little pudding cups for our kids. We are not using all of our oils on them to keep their immunity strong, to pump them full of chemicals and these nasty things that are sitting on the shelf for months and months. What is in there? Well, it's nasty, and there's really nasty chemicals. So tonight we're going to talk about why they're gross. We're going to talk about how we can make our own using essential oils and some really cool ingredients that you might not be familiar with. So I'm going to teach you a little something. And we're going to do the first one we'll do is a chocolate pudding with raspberries, almonds, and wild orange. And then the next pudding we're going to do is vanilla with pistachio, cardamom, and lavender. So this is going to just kind of give you the basic recipe for doing a chocolate and a basic recipe for doing vanilla. And this is just my LaMayzing Hillsy spin on it. So feel free to just, use the recipe and cater it to your liking. But all of the ingredients, the base ingredients will stay the same, and you'll see the pieces of flair that I add to it. But you can just be thinking of that as you're watching the demo. And I hope that you will enjoy it. And if you do make any of my recipes, tag me on Instagram or Facebook. I love seeing what you're making. It is so inspiring for me and my team. And jumping on Periscope is such a joy for me because I get to share these videos with my team, but also share with all of you and connect with other oilers who are as excited as I am about oils. So if you don't have a supportive upline, don't feel like that's the end all. It's not, I promise. You can create this energy and influence for your network of friends on your own. You don't need other people to do that for you. This is all about you. So read your 20 minutes of personal development every night and do your exercise and get to a place where you feel really great about yourself, and it just becomes natural to incorporate these natural solutions into your life. And so when you do that, anyone that is on my team knows that when they share oils with friends who purchase a starter kit or anything, I love giving this to them. It's a gift from me as their upline. It's just, a token of my appreciation that they are taking this wellness journey with us and me, but also letting them know that, I am always here for guidance and mentorship and support as well. So this book is awesome. If you're not familiar with it, it's called The Essential Life. It is our Oilers Encyclopedia. It's our Bible. One of the recipes in here on page 368 and 369 are all about desserts, and there's a pudding recipe in here, and I just kind of came up with these about a year or two ago. I've been making chia pudding for a while, and so I'm really excited to try them, but there's lots of amazing recipes in that book that I would definitely recommend that you check out and make them and tag me. And thanks. It is really important to just be living this lifestyle, because you can't be talking about this lifestyle if you're not actually living it yourself. And so when you live it, it just becomes a natural step that you just share the things that you're doing, and that it's a domino effect, and other people are excited and they're influenced by that healthy lifestyle, and they are attracted to positivity and positive energy and vibrance. And so I encourage you all to try to incorporate wellness and natural solutions into your daily routine as much as you can. And if you need support, I'm always here. Just reach out to me however you like. So we're going to talk about the reasons why pudding cups are gross. Let's first of all talk about the sugar. About 40 to 50 grams of sugar in a little pudding cup. Nasty. There's no real milk. It's like powdered milk. Not cool. Not okay. There's also modified food starch. Some of them have gelatin. There's diglycerides, red 40, yellow number 5, blue, all these crazy chemicals that are carcinogenic, and we don't want carcinogens in our body. We don't want them in our kids' lunchbox. We don't want them anywhere near us. Also, carrageenan. You guys know we talk about carrageenan like almost every week when we're talking about cooking. It's nasty. It is, you know, not everything that's natural is good for you. And carrageenan is a seaweed extract, and it's used in a lot of creamy things like salad dressings, ice creams, yogurts. We've talked about this for weeks on end, but it's nasty, and it gives a lot of people abdominal cramping and abdominal pain. So I don't use anything with carrageenan, especially almond milk. You'd be surprised what has carrageenan lurking in the ingredient list. So become a label reading gangster, like I like to say. Label reading gangster. Get yourself learned. School yourself on all of those labels and look and see what you're reading. And if it has a super long list and none of those things sound like they are anything you've heard of before, they sound like Franken ingredients, just kick it to the curb. We can't do it. And I can, you know, send me a message and I'll show you how to make it on your own, cheaper, faster, easier, and better. No, almond milk, you can find almond milk with no carrageenan. In fact, the almond milk that I use in my recipes is Silk brand, and it does not have carrageenan, but I just like the creaminess of cashew milk in my trim shake smoothies. Yeah, become a label reading ninja, a label gangster, read those chemicals, and do not allow those chemicals into your household. It's just not cool, you guys. But the pudding cups also have disodium phosphate, whatever that is, tetrasodium pyrophosphate, and they're marketed to kids, so not to my kids. We do not want these recipes. We want to make our own recipes. We do not want these chemical combinations in our family. And so today what we're going to talk about is making our own pudding, chia pudding. And if you're not familiar with chia seeds, they are fantastic. I love them. I have been using them for years. I use them on top of my trim shake. I use them in salads. I will sprinkle them on sweet potatoes or however that I can in like a yogurt parfait. They're really fantastic. They're really small and they just look like little sesame seeds. You can see that. And they absorb 10 times their weight in liquid, so it's really great when you're making something like a pudding or a thick type of recipe because they become really thick. And no, they're not too slimy. It's kind of like tapioca, but it's just an acquired taste, and if you try it, I think you're going to really enjoy it. But it's a major superfood. They've got tons of omega-3s. Actually, they have more omega-3s than a piece of salmon, so it's definitely a great way if you are either vegan or you're choosing like a more meatless type of diet, or you just want to have some more superfoods in your routine. And then, hi, thanks for joining. Yeah, don't be scared of chia. It's awesome. And especially if you use the right recipe and you soak them like overnight or long enough, it's going to get really soft and it's awesome. You're going to love it. But they've also got tons of magnesium and tons of calcium and fiber and protein, and they help stabilize your blood sugar. So it's a great thing to incorporate into your routine, especially if you're trying to curb an appetite or manage your like metabolic type of thing. Like if you just want to curb cravings and things like that, chia seeds are a great thing to incorporate because they pack a lot of protein and fiber, which is going to help make you feel full longer. So I'm going to make those two versions that I talked to you about. Now, two other ingredients that I'm also going to use. I'm going to use cacao powder. And this is not cocoa powder. This is cacao powder. Cocoa powder is different and there's sugar in it and there's a lot of processing that's done to it. This is raw cacao powder and this is my favorite brand. It's called Navita's Naturals. I've talked to you guys about this brand before. We're going to incorporate cacao powder in our chocolate, and we're going to incorporate maca root powder into our vanilla. And this is also Navita's Naturals. So cacao powder is a superfood. It's got magnesium, which, hello, we know that Hilsey likes magnesium. Can I get a what? Yeah, magnesium up in here for everybody. So this has magnesium, iron, polyphenols, and flavonols, which are two major antioxidants that we all need. And then maca root powder is also a superfood. It's a thickener, so I like to use it instead of like cornstarch or instead of gelatin in my recipes. So maca root powder, you can also put this in your smoothies. And it's also mood and hormone boosting, hormone balancing. So if you need a little hormone balance, which ladies, I think we all need that. Our husbands would agree. Yeah, get you some maca root powder. It's also an aphrodisiac. So this is a family-friendly channel. I'm just gonna leave that there. And it also helps with bone density. So cacao powder, maca root powder, these are both available from your local health food store, from Amazon. This is Navita's Naturals. This is my favorite brand. And I will post the recipes to both of these pudding recipes I'll post the recipes on my Instagram post and also on the public Facebook learning group if you're there. And if not, just like I said in the beginning, send me a friend request and I'll put you in that group too, and you can learn and get all that great information. So let's get started with our first pudding. We're going to do the chocolate first. And for the chocolate, we are going to get our ingredients here. Voila! All right, so for the chocolate, we're going to do this chocolate pudding with raspberries, almonds, and wild orange. It's going to be amazing. So we're going to add 1 1/4 cup of almond milk to a glass bowl. Just 1 1/4 cup of almond milk. This is our base. And again, I like the Silk brand because it does not have carrageenan, but you can use whatever brand your heart desires. We're also going to use 1 tablespoon of honey, and this is local honey. I like to support our local farm, and if you are local to me, you can grab your honey from McKay's Red Barn Farm in Nokesville. He is amazing, and I definitely recommend patronizing his business. He is such a nice guy, and that's also where we get all of our eggs. So it's really nice to support our local community. So then we are going to add our chia seeds. This is 1/4 cup of chia seeds. You do not need a lot. So if you are familiar with quinoa, it's like the quinoa effect. A little bit of quinoa is like huge. And so a little bit of chia seeds goes a long way. So we're going to do 1/4 cup of chia seeds. And then we're going to do 3 tablespoons, or actually, I'm sorry, we are going to switch it up here a little bit. I am going to just grab some other little guys so I have them handy. All right. Pardon-moi. We're going to actually bring these ingredients to our table right now. All right, so we've got the honey. Then we're going to do our 3 tablespoons of cacao powder. This is raw cacao powder because we're going to do our chocolate first. I had the other version handy to me. All right, and so what we're going to do is we are going to just whisk this really nicely. Now, if you like a more savory type of thing or a hint of savory, you can add a dash of Himalayan pink salt, but I do not do that. Oh, I missed the question. Can you put your question back up? Sorry, I missed it. Put your question back. It went away. You're going to just whisk this. It takes a second because the cacao powder just needs to absorb into the almond milk. And if you want to, you can take a spatula and just kind of go along the sides and get any of the pieces that have not incorporated yet. So if anyone just joined, we are making chia seed pudding tonight. This is our chocolate pudding with raspberries, almonds, and wild orange. And once it's about incorporated, you can add, I like to add 2 drops of my wild orange essential oil, but you can do whatever makes you happy. I love wild orange in this. It also cuts some of the bitterness in the raw cacao powder because it's not sweetened. There's no sugar in it, and that's also what the honey will do too. The honey helps sweeten that up. And so then what you do is you just take this delicious mixture and you pour it into whatever glass container that you like. And then you let that sit overnight in the fridge. Okay, and then when you're done, you can put the toppings on either after or before. It's totally up to you. I am going to put some of these toppings on right now. We've got some slivered almonds and beautiful fresh raspberries. And look at this, it's so pretty. And your kids will love this. They can do whatever they want. And so again, if you want to add peppermint, no, you don't have to cover it in the fridge unless you have like raw onions out in the open, but no, you do not have to cover it in the fridge. As you could see, the base is just, the cacao powder, the almond milk, the honey, and the chia seeds. And then you can use peppermint if you want to do like a chocolate mint. You can use any combination that you want of essential oils and fruit. So if your family has certain things that they like, just use whatever they like. But there we go. How fast was that? It would have taken you longer to get in your car, drive to the grocery store, buy those nasty pudding cups, put them in your cart, go check out, put your seatbelt back on, drive home, and unload your groceries. Nasty. And this is so easy, and it's going to be amazing. All you do is put this in the fridge overnight. If you're in a rush, you can do like 3 to 5 hours, but I think you're going to be happier if you let it sit longer. So there we go. Pudding 1 done. How easy was that, right? Okay, and then pudding number 2 on deck. This is our vanilla pudding with pistachio, cardamom, and lavender. Amazing. No, they don't expand and overflow. They don't. No, they're awesome. They just puff up a little bit, but no, it's awesome. Actually, let me grab my other little tray here of delights. All right, so then for our next recipe, we are going to do the vanilla. How many servings does it make? That will make about 2. This recipe makes enough for 2, so you can do 2 of those cups. And And you can double the recipe, you can quadruple the recipe, you can make a ton and refrigerate them for later, and I'll show you something with a little Periscope magic at the end when I'm done making this one. But you'll see how easy it is and fun, and you can just scale this recipe to however you like. But this recipe makes 2 really hearty serving sizes. So then for our vanilla, pistachio, lavender, and cardamom, we're going to add the same, we're going to do the same base. So we're going to add 1 1/4 cup of almond milk to our glass bowl. And then we are going to add our 1 tablespoon of maca root powder. And you can get this on Amazon, at any health food store. And then we're going to add 1/4 cup of our chia seeds. And then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of honey. Again, that's from our local farm, and I would highly encourage you to check out your local Facebook community pages. If you don't know where to find local eggs and honey, they will hook you up, because it is such a great thing to have access to all that local honey and all that local goodness. And then you're going to add 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and you can just add whatever flavors that you like. And then what I'm going to do is just start whisking this together, and you're going to see that it starts to incorporate really nicely. You can use, let's see, is stevia a vegan sweetener? I don't use stevia, but you can use any sweetener that you normally use. Like you can use coconut, you can use coconut palm sugar if you like that. It's totally up to you. You can probably use agave. So anything that you usually use in cooking. Yeah, agave. Anything you use in cooking, it would be great. So we're going to whisk this till it's all combined. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take our cardamom. Now this is just, again, this is a combination that I really like, but cardamom is very strong. So I would encourage you to play around with this, and if you do want to make this combination, just play around with it a couple times. But what I like to do when, because this kind of oil can be a little bit overpowering for the dish, what I would do is just take a toothpick and dip it right into your essential oil, and so it's infused with cardamom flavor, but it's not a lot, and you just swirl it once or twice in there, and that's cardamom, and it's free this month when you do your 200 PV, so I highly recommend it. We use it all the time. And then, because I'm not too big of a lavender fan, but I do like the flavor in with the vanilla and the cardamom, I do the same with vanilla. I just push a toothpick right in. Cardamom is pretty different to clove. Yeah, I would definitely get it and experiment with it. But again, you just dip your toothpick in to infuse it. And because these oils are pure and so intense, you do not need a lot. Like, I cannot stress that enough. The only reason I use 2 drops of wild orange in with the chocolate is because that's raw cacao powder. And if you're familiar with baking chocolate, it's pretty, it's a little bitter. So you just, I like to add a little more citrus to cut the bitterness, but that is just totally my preference. So I would just encourage you to play around with it. What you can, yeah, it's in chai latte. Oh, it's so good. But it's different than clove. Clove is more, I don't know how to describe it because they're both spicy, but in a different way. So, all right, so then what you do is the same. You just take whatever glass container that you like and you pour this pudding mixture, and you can see it's already thick from that maca powder. It's so good. And like I said earlier also, the chia seeds soak up 10 times their weight in liquid. So it really thickens up really nicely. If you don't have cardamom, you can just play around with the oils you have, you know, peppermint or really anything, cinnamon bark, but you just play around with it and see the flavors that you are gravitated toward, you know, that you gravitate toward naturally in your cooking, and just try them out. So for this, we are going to do pistachio and lavender flowers. And you can get dried flowers from any Whole Foods store, any, you know, Whole Foods or health food store, or you can go to Frontier Co-op's website and see if they have any stores locally that carry their herbs and dried flowers. That's where I go. My local store sells Frontier Co-op herbs and dried flowers. So what you do is just take some of these lavender pods and you can sprinkle them on top of your pudding, and then take some already shelled pistachios, or you can just, you know, shell them and then kind of take like a hammer or your fist or whatever and crush them up a little bit and just sprinkle these on top of your pudding. It's so pretty, it's colorful, it's fragrant. You can make like a pudding bar, like a do-it-yourself pudding bar for your kids' party or something, and make all the pudding cups ahead and have all the toppings for them to play with: coconut, almonds, walnuts, pecans, anything. I mean, it's just so awesome. And like I was saying, it would take you longer to go to the store and buy all this stuff than make it yourself, you guys. So I just really encourage you to really take a look and realize that some of the things you say, oh, I don't have time for that, or that's too hard, you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. So I have a little Periscope magic, okay? Boom. All right. So what do I have here for your eyes to see and enjoy? This is how you can recreate your own. Yes, definitely you guys need to do this. If you do, definitely you need to either Periscope me in or definitely have me, I want to see it, definitely for sure. All right, so as you can see, these are 2 puddings that I've done in advance. This is the lemon, the lavender and pistachio vanilla, and then this is the chocolate with orange and almonds and raspberries. But this is a great way to make these puddings for your kids ahead of time. And you can go to Target or Michael's or anything and get these super cool little mini glass shallow mason jars, and this is the wild orange and chocolate. Ooh, it's a little bright, you can't see that, but this is the wild orange and chocolate, and then this is the cardamom and lavender. And you just make these pudding cups, you just pour it in and you make these pudding cups, and your kids can take these to school or you can just have them, and look how pretty that is, and it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid there. And you can just add whatever toppings you want on top or later. You can do whatever you like. But, you know, these are just such a great fun activity. It's something fun to do with your friends. You can do this at your next, oh, thank you, Alex. That is so sweet. Yeah, they freeze, totally freeze. Yeah, absolutely they freeze. What you can do is pop them into like the little silicone molds that we made for the bath bombs or for the dishwasher pods. That would be amazing. If you do that, please tag me. I would love to see how they turn out and what combos you make. But this is a great way for you to, you know, still feel like you're not giving up all those things that you might have liked from yesterday, you know, all those different foods that once you liked and now you feel like you can't have anymore. There's no reason that you can't make your own versions with this essential lifestyle that you're living. And so this is proof that you can do that. These are little mini pudding cups, and there's no carbon footprint because you can just put them in your dishwasher. Well, okay, a little carbon footprint, but you're not wasting anything because these are reusable. You can gift them, you can bring them to a party as a gift. But like I said, you know, when your friends, when your children's friends come over or when your friends come over, you can make them. It's fun. You can also, you know, just really have fun with it. And you can even do this at an essential oil party that you're going to do and show people how easy it is and send them home with their own little pudding cups. You can make whatever flavors you want. So I'm going to taste these because I wish you guys could come over, and you know what? Y'all are welcome to come over. So there's lots of pudding to go around. I can't eat all of this by myself. All right, let's jump into this one. Oh man. Oh yeah, that's really good. And I like that because I like dark chocolate. And I like that it's not too sweet. And the berries, it's just a hint of berries. I didn't get any almond in that one, I don't think. Hold on. Yeah, it's so good. You guys, chocolate pudding, no sin. So good. All right, and then we're going to try the vanilla. Now, one thing you should know when you eat chia seeds, you need to have floss with you. So it would be a really cute gift if you made some of these little puddings and packaged them up and you gave somebody these puddings with some floss. But you could also give them, you know, a gift of a couple of the puddings, and you can give them a bag of the chia seeds and a bag of the maca root powder or a bag of the cacao powder and a little sample, you know, a little sample of essential oil, or from the class in a box, those little 5 milliliter wild oranges. That would be such a cute gift, you guys, for someone that wanted to try oils, or maybe someone that just joined your oil team. You can give them some of the supplies packaged up. It would be such a great gift. And, you know, showing people how to use oils in other ways is such a great thing. Let me try this. Oh, wow. That is fantastic. It's just a hint of cardamom. It's like a hint of spice. And the nutty pistachio, but all the flavors are really well melded together, and it is just fantastic. Oh, wow. All right, you guys, I gotta go finish this pudding. Thank you so much for joining. I have a blast with you guys on Thursday, sharing this essential life with you. If you need oils, you have questions, you need support, reach out to me. I can't wait to help support you, and I will see you next time. Have an awesome weekend, you guys. Love you guys. Bye.